Good morning, children. In the uniform accelerated motion, in the last lecture we have done equation of motion. Now the next topic is distance covered in nth second. We take an example of this. Suppose in a 2020 match of cricket, a team score in from A to C, that is 19 over, and the score of the team, that is 125. In the last over, that is called 20th over, that is the last over, and the score of the team, that is 7. So you can say in the total 20 over score of the team, that is 132. Now this is called the last, this is called the nth, or this is called the 20th over. So now we have to calculate in a uniform motion. Now we have to calculate the distance between C and B. Now you can see that object is moving in a uniform motion from A to B. From A to B, time taken is n. Applying second equation of motion, s equal to ut plus half at square. Put the value of t is equal to n, we get un plus half of an square. This is equation number first. From A to C, time taken by the object is n minus 1. So distance covered is s of n minus 1 equal to u n minus 1 plus half of a n minus 1 whole square. Open n minus 1 whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab, multiply half of a with the bracket, half of n square, half of a minus half of a into 2n. So it will be cancelled. Now we have to find the distance between C and B, that is called dn. Now we can find the distance dn, subtract the distance of AB and the distance of AC. Distance of AB is Sn, distance of AB is S of n minus 1. Put the value of Sn, un plus half of n square, put the value of S of n minus 1, this is the equation. Now open this bracket is opened, so it will be cancelled. So we get u plus an minus half of a, so dn equal to u plus, take out a common, so this is u plus a n minus 1 by 2. So this is the required equation for the distance covered in nth second. The next topic is importance of velocity time graph. Let the object is moving with some initial velocity. So it is denoted by O dash. After time t1, the position of the object is A, and at the point A, the velocity of the object is v1. After time t2, position is B, and the velocity of the object at the point B, that is v2. Now from the point A, draw perpendicular A1 on the time axis. From the point B, draw perpendicular B1 on the time axis. On the velocity axis, draw the perpendicular from the point A, that is A2. From the point B, draw the perpendicular, that is B2. So now according to this graph, we can say here this OA2, this is equal to V1, this is OB2, this is equal to V2. Now from this graph we can write here OA2, this is equal to V1, OB2, this is equals to V2. Similarly, time taken from OA1, that is T1, OB1, that is T2. So time interval A1, B1, that is equals to T2 minus T1. Now from the velocity time graph we can calculate acceleration. We know acceleration is change in velocity upon time interval. Acceleration is change in velocity, that is final minus initial, v2 minus v1, time interval, that is t2 minus t1. Now from here, acceleration is v2. This v2 is equal to OB2. Now from the graph, we can write OB2. V1 is OA2. We can write OA2 upon, this is T2 minus T1. This is equal to B1 into A1. Now acceleration is equal to OB2. From the graph you can see here, this OB2, this is OB2, this is equal to, we can say this is BB1. So now we can write here, this is BB1 minus OA2. This is OA2. You can see here, this is OA2, and this OA2, this is equal to, you can say C into B1. Now this is C into B1 upon, according to the graph, this B1A1, this is equal to CA. So you can write here, this is equal to CA. Now you can find acceleration, this is equal to this BB1, this total, minus CB1. This will be equal to BC. So this is equal to BC upon AC. Acceleration is equal to BC upon AC. BC is perpendicular, AC is base, perpendicular upon base. That is equal to tan theta. So you can say that acceleration is equal to tan theta, or you can say acceleration, this is, now we can write, this is slope of velocity time graph. So from the velocity time graph, if we have to find the acceleration, then we have to find the slope of the velocity time graph. So with the help of velocity time graph, first we can calculate acceleration. So acceleration is equal to slope of velocity time graph. Now from the velocity time graph, we can calculate displacement. We know displacement is equal to average velocity into time interval. Average velocity is, that is V2 and V1. We have to find the average velocity of V2 plus V1 by 2 into time interval. This is T2 minus T1. According to the graph, V2 is OB2, V1 is OA2. Now you can write half of, this is OB2 plus OA2. Time interval T2 minus T1, this is equal to B1 into A1. Now we can write here, this is B1 into A1, half of OB2. This is OB2. According to the graph, this OB2, this is equal to B1. This is equal to B into B1 OA2. This OA2, this is equal to A into A1 plus A into A1 into B1 A1. Now you can see here, this B1 A1, this is equal to AC. So this is into AC. So half into, now you can say BB1, this is BB1, this is AA1, this is complete. Now you can write this in this way. Now you can see, this is trapezium. These are the two parallel sides. AC is the height of this. So now we can half into BB1 plus AA1, half into sum of parallel side into height. So this is equal to area of trapezium. So area of trapezium. Now we can find displacement is equal to area of velocity time graph.